Breaking news coming in. Uddhav Thackeray has written to Governor, taunts him on meeting with Kangana Ranaut. He has said, and I quote, that welcoming these people who are calling Mumbai Pakistan-occupied Kashmir does not fit into my terms of Hindutva, unquote. This is, of course, coming in after the jibe that was taken by the Maharashtra governor on Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. He went on to say that what kind of something to the effect of how is it that you are Hindutva when you're not opening the temples. The reason cited by the Chief Minister was, of course, to contain the COVID crisis in Maharashtra, and of course, the bars and restaurants were allowed to open. Kamlesh Sudar is now joining us for the very latest on this. Kamlesh, after Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray told the governor, I do not need a certificate from you on my Hindutva, the governor, the Chief Minister has again gone ahead and said that he's gone ahead and said that on meeting, that taunted him on meeting with Kangana, saying that welcoming those people who are calling Mumbai Pakistan-occupied Kashmir does not fit into my terms of Hindutva. So it looks like it is the governor on one side with the BJP singing the same tune, and you've got the government on the other side, which is the Maha-Aghadi Sarkar.
Well, yes, Chaiti, the battle is being fought on two platforms. One, on the streets, and secondly, we've seen how Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari and Uddhav Thackeray have indulged into a letter war. Now, the place I'm standing right now is the Siddhivinayak temple in Mumbai, where just a while before, BJP workers tried to barge into the temple, demanding that temples be thrown open, and they performed Maha-Aarti, a symbolic puja outside the temple, and all of them have been detained. On the other hand, just as the time when these protesters led by opposition leader Praveen Darekar were protesting here, Bhagat Singh Koshyari wrote to Uddhav Thackeray saying that does this fit into his style of Hindutva? And Uddhav Thackeray, in a very hard letter, he had said that if you have mentioned about my Hindutva, that is right, but my Hindutva, I don't need certificates of Hindutva, and welcoming somebody who compares Mumbai with Pakistan-occupied Kashmir does not fit into my concept of Hindutva. So that is a clear-cut dig at the governor for welcoming Kangana Ranaut, the actress whom with the Shiv Sena had indulged into a war of words with. And he also said that he doesn't need a certificate on Hindutva by the governor. So that's another dig taken by Uddhav Thackeray, and direct attack on the governor, saying that he should also believe in the context of secularism that the constitution of the country believes in. So clear-cut war of words between Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari and Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. We've seen this happening in the past as well, when the postponement of exams was discussed in Maharashtra, and on other several occasions when even some leaders from Maharashtra, Shiv Sena leaders especially, had gone on and complained to the Prime Minister about interference by the governor into the state administration. And now over the temples, we've seen another round of battle between the governor and state government of Maharashtra, where this BJP on one side saying, now Uddhav Thackeray interestingly also mentioned
rather very vocal about these
that,
things, and her comments of late have been rather very political. Has she responded to this particular jibe that has been taken by Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray on the governor, where Uddhav Thackeray has written to the governor taunting him on meeting the actor?
Well, at this point, Kangana is not party to the entire protest or the reopening of temple that has been taking place. But however, we have seen her commenting on everything that is taking place in Maharashtra. So, be it building collapses or like yesterday, we have seen how Mumbai faced power outage. Even then, Kangana had an opinion. So, she perhaps might have as an opinion on this as well. And we'll wait if she comments or tweets on this issue. But for now, this is just between the Bharatiya Janata Party and the governor and the government of Maharashtra, where the Chief Minister has replied to the governor, and Bharatiya Janata Party has taken to the streets protesting for reopening of the temples, not just in Mumbai at the Siddhivinayak temple, but they're also
Ram of the Bharatiya Janata Party is joining us on the phone line. Ram Kadam, your party has taken to the streets wanting the temples and places of worship to open. My question here is on the COVID crisis, and while on one side the administration is trying to make sure that they control the COVID crisis, why would you like to see the places of worship open? What is your reasoning behind it? I'm going to throw straight across to you to get us a reaction on this.
देखिए, मैं आपको आरंभ में बता दूं, आपके यहाँ पर पत्रकार कमलेश सुतार जी हैं, जी, उनसे पूछिए कि मुंबई और महाराष्ट्र में जमीनी हालात क्या है। यदि आप यहाँ से किसी डीएसपी की बस से सफर करते हो, तो उस बस में इतनी भीड़ है कि उस बस में सफर करते समय ऐसे मान करके चलो कि सब कुछ भगवान के भरोसे है। मुंबई और महाराष्ट्र में क्या नहीं खुला, बियर बार खुल गए, वाइन शॉप खुल गए, सब कुछ खुल गया
जी।
केवल मात्र मंदिर नहीं खुले। हम इस बात को स्वीकार करते हैं कि मंदिर खोलते समय कुछ अनुशासन हो, सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग हो, कुछ नियमों का पालन हो, इस बात को हम स्वीकार करते हैं, पर केवल मात्र अहंकार के कारण।
तो आपका कहना ये है राम कदम के हालांकि सारा कुछ खुल गया है, बीएमसी बस में आप कह रहे हो कि सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग नहीं है, आप कह रहे हैं कि सारा कुछ खुला है, तो फिर टेम्पल्स, मंदिर वगैरह, प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप क्यों नहीं खुलने चाहिए? ये आपका लिमिटेड पॉइंट है राम कदम? बिफोर आई गेट इन प्रियंका चतुर्वेदी टू रिस्पॉन्ड।
नहीं, मुझे आप विस्तार से केवल मात्र 2 मुद्दे रखने थे।
जी बताइए।
पहला मुद्दा, पार्क खोलने के लिए सरकार की प्रायोरिटी है, वाइन शॉप खोलने के लिए प्रायोरिटी है, पर मंदिर खोलने के लिए नहीं है। जब समूचा संत समाज, सारे पुजारी, महाराष्ट्र की सारी जनता, उनके खुद शिवसेना के कार्यकर्ता, कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ता, वे चाहते हैं कि जब इंसान मृत्यु की शैया पे होता है, दवा काम नहीं करती, तो दुआ मांगने के लिए वो मंदिर के चौखट पर आता है।
अच्छा राम कदम, आप हमारे साथ बने रहिए। I've got your point. I've got that core point on which you are making this particular statement. Priyanka Chaturvedi from the Shiv Sena is joining us on the phone line. Priyanka, your government has been, on an unlocking spree at the moment, and the economic activity needs to resume as well. Many have lost their jobs, and hence you're seeing the bars and restaurants opening. But the BJP now is saying कि जहां दवा काम नहीं करती है वहां दुआ काम करती है और आप टेम्पल्स खोल दो. How do you respond to him? Priyanka, can you hear me? Let's re-establish that phone line right there to Priyanka Chaturvedi. रामकदम जी, हम प्रियंका चतुर्वेदी से आप रिएक्शन ला रहे हैं, पर इन द मीनवाइल आप हमें ये बताइए कि अगर कोविड सिचुएशन आउट ऑफ हैंड हो जाएगा तो ये कैसे चलेगा? The unlocking which is begun, and I'm saying many would argue that this whole unlocking is begun only to resume economic activity. आपने जो वाइन शॉप की बात कही है या लिकर शॉप्स की बात की है, it is a way for the exchequer to make money. All right, Ram Kadam is also joining us back in just about a bit. We're having some trouble with both the phone connections right there. We will be getting more political reactions. The story, of course, is turned extremely political. Kamlesh is now joining us for the latest on this. Kamlesh, you heard Ram Kadam. You heard what he had to say. How do you put this into perspective now?
See, the state government has been saying that, and as you rightly mentioned, Chaiti, the reopening that is happening, the unlock system that is taking place in Maharashtra is about reopening the economic activities. Initially, the state government started with smaller factories, bigger factories, that too with limited resources and limited number of workers in factories. And slowly, everything that would keep the wheel of economy rolling were open. And the last in the chain was hotels, restaurants, and
all
bars.
All right, Kamlesh, hold on right there. Priyanka Chaturvedi is on the phone line with us. Shiv Sena leader joins us. Priyanka, you heard Ram Kadam right there. How do you respond to him? I do understand that the government is on an unlocking spree because economic activity somewhere needs to resume. The liquor shop, alcohol shops open because the exchequer makes money out of it. So it is all resumption of economic activity. But Ram Kadam going on to say people are suffering because of COVID. Jahan dawa kaam nahi karti hai, wahan dua kaam karti hai, aur isliye aap temples khol do.
Firstly, I haven't heard what Mr. Ram Kadam has said, but we must distinguish between what a Ram Kadam, a BJP spokesperson, and a BJP MLA is saying vis-a-vis what the governor is saying. Governor is the constitutional office bearer who takes oath under the constitution and ensures that constitutional propriety is maintained by any government. I would want to understand whether this letter that came from the governor was written by a person who holds that constitutional authority, who has sworn by the constitution to work without any bias, or it has been written under the garb of a governor but as a BJP functionary. I would want to understand from the President of India, Honorable President of India, does he agree with the spirit and the content of the letter that is written? And I would want to understand, are we out there to now change the constitution and try to attack governments that have been elected to govern as per the constitution? We are facing extraordinary circumstances. We are living in extraordinary circumstances, and not just Mumbai, not just Maharashtra. India saw a lockdown. World over saw a lockdown. And here you have a political party which continues to use the governor's house to launch attacks.
So you're saying the governor can't become a spokesperson of the opposition party and start batting on behalf of the opposition party, attacking the government?
I'm saying he's constitutionally bound to follow the norms of the Constitution. And the letter, the spirit in which it is written, it speaks like that of a spokesperson of a Bharatiya Janata Party than that of the governor. And I have a question for the Honorable President, whether he agrees with the letter and the contents of the letter.
This is the argument, Priyanka, I made with Shaina NC a little while ago when she was on the phone line as to how is it the governor who is in a constitutional position can make a comment like this and speak on behest of the opposition party and attack the chief minister or the ruling establishment in Maharashtra, to which Shaina NC had only one thing to say. She said to me that isn't the governor also a citizen? But my question is, we don't know whether he's made this comment in the position of being a citizen or a governor at the moment, Priyanka.
He is a citizen, yes, but he's constitutionally bound to adhere to the norms that are become the role and responsibility of a governor. Governor has to speak in the spirit of the Constitution and ensure that he is apolitical in nature. This entire letter reeks of politics. This entire letter speaks of mean-spiritedness. And I'm sorry, but as the governor, whose chair expects him to respect the Constitution, this goes against the constitutional norms. And can I just say one last thing? It isn't just the temples of the state which are shut. The churches, the mosques, and every single religious site has been, barred from visitors because it will attract a lot of crowd. And we must understand that Maharashtra.
So it is not like that the Shiv Sena has decided to not open temples and open other religious places. There is a complete ban on every religious place possible to contain the COVID-19 situation. Now, the BJP earlier, who was on the show as well, he raised a pertinent point on why is it that the alcohol shops are allowed to be open. Is the reasoning because the exchequer makes money and you need to resume economic activity? How would you respond to the BJP on this question that has been posed to you?
I find this extremely nonsensical when the guidelines across the country also have asked economic activity to resume. I find it nonsensical that a political party which has taken India towards doomsday because of their economic mismanagement continues to raise questions on beginning of economic activity. We must understand unlockdown procedure is on. We are going to be doing it in a phased manner, and we will continue to ensure that people are disciplined enough to understand that they cannot be seen in crowded places or crowding places. For them to make this about religion goes on to show their political mindset and what they think of the entire governance model.
And Priyanka,
the most irresponsible behavior coming from the Bharatiya Janata Party at a time when the state is just recovering from COVID and is recovering economic activity.
Priyanka, just shifting focus slightly, Uddhav Thackeray has written to the governor, taunting him on meeting Kangana Ranaut, saying that welcoming those people who are calling Mumbai Pakistan-occupied Kashmir does not fit into my terms of Hindutva as well. I mean, yes, Kangana making these wild comments was condemned by many on social media as well, in different factions of the political parties as well. But there was a lot of criticism that came your way as well when that demolishment, when the house was demolished, in the matter of a few hours before she could even land in Mumbai.
So firstly, as far as doing your work is concerned, BMC will not wait for person's arrival or departure to take a call on illegal activities. Must understand the case is in the High Court, and the High Court has also deferred their decision on this particular process. So whatever criticism that comes around does not really mean that we are not going as per the norm and legal obligations that the BMC has. Secondly, as far as Mr. Koshyari ji is concerned, here is someone who is trying to give certificates on Hindutva or what Hindu beliefs are on the basis of his politics, writes a letter in that spirit. We need to ask him that who is he to take this decision on who is more a Hindu, who is better Hindu, and how governance should be done. And considering here is someone who is a Maharashtra governor, gives space and voice to a lady who was speaking badly about Mumbai police, who was attacking the Maharashtra government, who also spoke in the most derogatory manner about the chief minister of the state. for him to give her an audience, and not just give her an audience, but be seen laughing with
Also, one more point I'd like to bring forth, Priyanka, is that the governor goes on to take a jibe at the Maharashtra Chief Minister on Hindutva, where the Constitution of India itself says that India is a secular nation. So, do you think that somewhere this is being communalized more than it should, or the fact that this statement is slightly out of line, even coming from somebody who holds a constitutional position in the first place?
Exactly. So this is what my first point was. A person who holds a constitutional position, a constitution which mandates that governance has to be secular in nature without any bias towards any religion. For him to cast aspersions on that, or to attack that particular part of the constitution which he is mandated to follow, he goes on to show maybe that perhaps he has no respect for the constitution that he has been sworn in. And that is why I want to ask the President of India, does he agree with the letter, with the content of the letter and the spirit in which this letter has been written?
All right, leave it at that. Priyanka Chaturvedi, appreciate you taking the time out and joining us on this particular story. In fact, we earlier spoke to the BJP spokespersons as well. Listen to what they had to say on this.
You have bars open, you have restaurants open, you have malls open, you have people going to places of their work, and you believe that the Mumbaikar is not going to be responsible when it comes to devotion. And what devotion are we talking about? We are talking about in the holy month where you have Navratri, you have the so-called government of the day saying that health is a larger issue. I want to ask, can health and devotion not coexist? And we've been 6-7 months down into COVID. It is important for us to also have citizens, even if it's a staggered entry, at places of religious worship, maintaining social distance, wearing their masks, sanitizing, and adhering to all the guidelines. This is not as if this is an ad hoc, people come in and come out.
ये महाराष्ट्र सरकार द्वारा बहुत ही घृणित कार्य है और मैं पूरे देश पे कहना चाहता हूं कि पूरे देश के मंदिरों को खोला जाए। और ये क्या, अगर बंद कर रहे तो शराब क्यों खोला जा रहा है, आखिर बार क्यों खोला जा रहा है? तो इससे बड़ा घोर कलयुग का प्रतीक है, पाप का प्रतीक है। तो ये बिल्कुल गलत बात है और इस पे बिल्कुल वो होना चाहिए, जितने भी मंदिर है वो खुले, और अगर बंद हो रहा है तो शराब की दुकानें भी बंद हो, बार भी बंद हो। तो इस तरह सरकार के जो निर्णय है कि बार तो खोलेंगे लेकिन मंदिर बंद रखेंगे, ये बड़ा दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, ये धार्मिक भावना को आहत करने वाला है।
श्रद्धा के साथ साथ आज मंदिरों के ऊपर छोटे मोटे व्यवसाय उपजीविका करने वाले भी लोग हैं, तो उनका ख्याल कौन करेंगे? मुझे लगता है अहंकार से भरा हुआ ये सरकार है, उनको ईगो, हर चीज पे ईगो, हर इश्यू पे अहंकार से भरा हुआ है सरकार है, इसलिए इसी तरह के निर्णय लेते हैं वो।
हमारा ये आंदोलन पूरे महाराष्ट्र में है। हम चाहते हैं कि पूरे महाराष्ट्र के मंदिर खोले। सेक्युलर भावना से चलने वाली उद्धव सरकार को हम ये बताना चाहते हैं कि आप उनकी बात सुनकर हिंदुओं के ऊपर अगर अत्याचार करोगे तो हिंदू जमीन पे उतर जाएगा, और जमीन पे उतरने के बाद आपको गाड़ देने का काम भी करेगा।
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.